Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Doing a little bit of a different camera setup this time. Let me know what you think down below. Okay, so what's been going on with the bariatric surgery journey? Well, it's been 2 weeks. Per the norm, things are always crazy. They're always crazy. So anyways, the nutritionist and I, and the dietitian, we all decided, okay, we're going to go all on shakes except for just like on dinner or whichever meal I choose. But basically just like a can of chicken, maybe some green beans, stuff like that. Stay away from like corn because it's high in the starch and sugars and things like that, in order to help get my body into ketosis. So far, so good. I've lost some pounds. I think I'm real close to getting under 390. It's not coming off as fast as what I hoped. My kids keep asking me, why won't you eat with us? Well, technically I am. It's just, it's a shake and a can of chicken. They're like, well, that's not very much. Well, you know, you gotta make sacrifices. So this is my sacrifice. Because, well, you know, that's pretty much what it's going to be like afterwards. You know, it just, my body responds differently than normal people. It's just the way it is. Oh well. So a few other things are going on. Have my consultation today to go in and get a it's a test where they run a tube down your esophagus, down your throat into your stomach to see if you still have acid reflux and stuff. Because the lady in the consultation today, she told me something I never knew. I never knew until she told me about it today. She said that when you have acid reflux, and sometimes if it comes up, you know, sometimes it'll actually come, yeah, and it burns. Well, apparently, I mean, makes sense now that I know, but apparently by doing that, it actually makes your esophagus, the tube running from, you know, your throat down to your stomach, it actually makes it more vulnerable and susceptible to cancer. Well, I didn't know that. I just figured it burned and, you know, put me on meds. Well, I've been on meds for this 10 plus years now. I mean, I've had this forever. Well, she looked kind of surprised. She's like, you've never had this test done? No, I've never had this test done. And she goes, why, that's not normal. Okay, why is that? She goes, well, with that happening, doctors want to get you on medicine right away, but they want to make sure that your esophagus is okay, that it's not going to become cancerous or anything. But I've never had this tested, but to be honest with you, within the past 10 years, I've probably had 6+ doctors. Seriously, honestly, 6+ doctors that I can probably think of, that I could probably pull up on my fingers right now. It's just, you know, it's not by my fault, you know, it's not by their fault. But, you know, they get offers to go to a different hospital or something closer to home. And, you know, something closer to home, you know, who's going to say no to that? I mean, yeah, instead of driving, you know, 30 minutes to work every day, you know, you only drive 5. You know, it kind of makes sense. So, yeah, so did that, and then, of course, you have to have on file that you have had a COVID test and that you're cleared, you don't have COVID. What a mess. And the line today, oh my gosh, there were probably 15 people lined up, spaced out as far as we could because, 6 foot, but obviously we couldn't because there were way too many people in there just to get into the waiting room, just to get registered. I mean, just to check in at the front desk and then to go in and wait for the register. And it's like, wow. I mean, it was mad. Everyone had their masks, everything was good, but man, I just couldn't believe it. I was probably in there maybe 45 minutes just to get a simple test done that literally took like 10 seconds. Here, done. Here, done. No problem. Okay. I mean, the hospital was just slammed today. Let's fix the camera here just a little. So, testing this thing out. Got it for Christmas. Kids got it for me. It was like an $8 tripod for my phone. For some reason, my actual Sony A9 camera, I don't know, it just won't turn on for me. I don't understand why. I've checked the battery and I've got it hooked up right now. The charging light is still on, which is weird because I've already charged it. I don't know. Normally that's what I film on. So right now I'm using my forward-facing camera on my iPhone i11. So hopefully you guys at home can't really see much of a difference. So here's hoping. Okay, so what's next? Tomorrow I go back up and see Sarah, the dietitian, and we're gonna go over things, make sure things are working, get more product, more shakes, because doing 3-4 a day, is just I mean, it's just flying off the shelf over here, right? Yeah, so, and then the esophagus test on Thursday. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully my scale is correct. As I've said many times before on this channel, once you get past like 350, the scales become very unreliable. And that's coming from doctors, not me personally, but me personally. Yeah, I would concur with that. And mine's a brand new scale, but oh, there we go. So I hope that's correct, because if so, that means it's actually working. I'm losing the weight, which is what I need to do. But for some reason, my body's just not. It's frustrating because my body isn't responding the way I want it to. I'm doing what they're telling me to do, but it's not doing what everyone's expecting it to do. It's frustrating. It really is. But I guess hindsight 2020. I guess my body's always been. Just call me Abby Normal, from Young Frankenstein, Abby Normal. No, I've always been different. I got a rare disease that deteriorates the lower spine. I got the curvature on my back, the hyperkiosis or something, I think it's called. I don't know. It's the curvature of the back. About 5 years ago when I last got tested, they recommended surgery at 70 degrees, and my back was at 111 at that time. And I'm like, oh, okay. But once again, I can't do anything until I get weight loss. I mean, I was heavy then, I've only gained since then. So it's like, oh my God. It just, don't let anyone tell you that, well, I just don't understand why you just don't do it. Why you just can't. Anyone that is trying to lose weight, they understand it is one of the hardest things you will ever have to do. I mean, it's hard. It's tough. I mean, that kitchen looks so inviting when when I'm making my kids, tonight I made my kids pasta, those dollar rice things, pasta things that you get from Knorr, Knorr, or whatever they are, for like $1 at Walmart. Made up a couple of that, can of carrots, can of green beans, and threw 2 cans of chicken in that. My kids scarfed it up. And, I had a can of chicken for myself, and I had a little bit of carrots and a little bit of green beans, and that was that. It was a meal, but, just chicken, a little bit of flavor on it, a little bit of spices, and that was that. It just, I would have much rather had that. But yet again, once the surgery is done, it's not going to be like that. So the whole thing is, I'm trying now to get into the mindset of this is the way it's going to be. And it's a trying time. It is, because you got to rewrite your brain to say, no, not only am I doing this for myself, but I'm doing this for my future, my kids' future, because ultimately, not only am I doing this for me, but I'm doing this so that way I can be around, 20 plus years, till if I make it to 80, I'll be happy. I want to be able to see my kids graduate college, get girlfriends, go on dates, and start a family of their own. But, if I don't do this now, the chances of me being able to see that stuff in the future dwindle drastically. So eat now and not live as long, or sacrifice now and get to see a better future for my kids. Like I said, you got to rewrite this, and it is no easy task. It's no easy task. But yeah, so that's my video for today. I seem to always be apologizing for late videos, but it's just, I keep encountering life, and life doesn't always allow you time nor the energy to sit down and do this. I know it seems real simple just to throw together a video, but sometimes it takes some planning and consideration of what you're going to say, what you're going to do, things of that nature. And then of course, you got the editing, you got the rendering time, you got the upload time. Thank God I got good internet. So I pay for it, but I got good internet. So I'm very, very happy and pleased about that. So yeah, one day at a time. Just remember, focus on the small battles. The war is long and hard, focus on winning the small battles, your day-to-day battles. Continue walking by faith, because through him we will be strengthened and be re-energized, and just, I got a picture in my kitchen I showed my friend today to remind her, because she's going through some major battles right now. Just, you know, God makes things possible, not easy. It's something that we must be reminded of every day. Just keep the faith, pray, and just do your part. Day by day, battle by battle, win by win. Yeah, so that'll do it for this. So everyone, just please love each other, show kindness to one another, smile, definitely smile, and we'll see you on the next video, and God bless all of you, and until next time, see ya.